Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk, we will have your previews of the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals games today, and we will also have your predictions, headlines from the MLB, NFL, and the NBA, along with our final thoughts. Happy Saturday morning to you all. But stay tuned. You have your coffee ready. Saturday morning, Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to the podcast. Along Darren Watts here. Say hello to Daryl. Daryl Watts on the opposite side.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
Not much going on with you. Living the day. Always living the day. All right. So there you have it. All right. Doc is on the show, of course, is our previews for the Cubs and the Cardinals games today. And our predictions, the starting lineup with our headlines, and following that, our final thoughts. Daryl?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Ready to do it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. All right. Previews. Chicago Cubs, Washington Nationals, St. Louis Cardinals, and the Cincinnati Reds. Yep, Cincinnati Reds. We'll start off with the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. It's on you, Daryl.
Yep, as usual. All right, we got the 64-43 Washington Nationals. Going
Man, they are good.
Yeah, yeah, they're good. I was saying, them and the Dodgers, man, they're both playing good seasons.
Yeah.
They're going up against the 57-51 Chicago Cubs. That is going to be a 2:20 pitch-off. It's going to be at Wrigley Field. The projected probable starter pitcher for the Washington Nationals, Edwin Jackson. Right-handed pitcher. He is 2-1 on the year with a 3.75 ERA with 14 strikeouts. Of course, he is a familiar face at Wrigley Field. He used to play for the Cubs from 2013 to 2015, and he will make his first start at Wrigley Field since 2014. He put together his best start as a National on Sunday, allowing 1 run on 7 innings in a win over the Rockies. On the other side, starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, you got John Lackey. He's a right-handed pitcher, 8-9 on the year with a 4.87 ERA with 99 strikeouts. John Lackey posted a quality start in his last outing over the Brewers, and he finished the month of July undefeated 3-0 with a 3.27 ERA, striking out 16 batters over 22 innings. All right, a few things to know for this game. Adam Lynn is hitting .419, 18 for 43, with 6 doubles and 7 RBIs off John Lackey in his career. So that is going to be the key marquee matchup, Adam Lynn and John Lackey. We'll see if he has his way with them again today. The series features 2 of the most successful franchises in recent years. Only the Dodgers have a better win percentage than the Cubs and Nationals since the start of 2015. And Bryce Harper, he has been great in his career against the Chicago Cubs, but against John Lackey, 1 for 11. So that's going to be another marquee key matchup. Adam Lynn and Bryce Harper. One successful, one not. Can the roles switch? Maybe. We'll find out in the game, 2:20 p.m. Eastern. That's all I got for my preview for the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Now we'll switch it on over to the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Darren, this is yours.
All right. So we have the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch is at 7:10 at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. 53-56 St. Louis Cardinals and the 45-64 Cincinnati Reds. The projected starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals is Lance Lynn, 9-6 on the year with a 3.20 ERA and 110 strikeouts. Going up against Luis Costello, 2-4, 3.56 ERA and 51 strikeouts. Couple things to note, three things to note for this game today. Of course, first pitch is at 7:10. First thing to note, Yadier Molina is expected to be back into the lineup after yesterday. He was not in the lineup, but did do a pinch hit in the ninth and grounded out. Looks to me like they was trying to use him as a hero, but failed.
It looked like it to me too. I thought he was hurt.
Yeah, but they just scratched him out of the lineup.
Oh, wow.
The Cincinnati Reds first baseman Joey Votto is going into this game is carrying a 9-game hitting streak. Votto tallied 18 hits, 4 home runs, and driven in 11 runs against the Cardinals. And the last thing to note, Jed Yorko had a night off Friday night. His teammates is hoping that he would light a fire under him after his day off and to get back on track. Since the All-Star break, he went 13 for 70, which is a 0.186 batting average with 20 strikeouts and 20 games since the All-Star break. So them are the three things to look for. So that's a good scouting report for Cincinnati to look forward to. And the St. Louis Cardinals had their scouting report for Joey Votto going into this game. So them are the things to look for in this game. Them are your previews for our prospective teams of the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. And now we're going to take a look at the starting lineups for our prospective teams, St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Let's take a look at those starting lineups. Before we get to the predictions, I got to take a sip of coffee for what I'm ready to say. I'm disappointed in St. Louis for not winning yesterday's game.
So am I.
I'm very disappointed in that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and into the predictions. Let's start with the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Daryl, who do you have in today's game?
4 in a row. Losers, the Chicago Cubs. Winners, the Washington Nationals.
I'm going to tell you, I'm very disappointed in the Cubs for not winning yesterday.
And they ain't going to win again.
And I am not giving up faith in them. I'm still going with the Cubs. I just believe that at some point they will turn things around, just like how you said it. They can turn things around, and I expect them at some point to turn things around because they are not going to get swept by this team. That I will guarantee you. They will not get swept by this team.
If they do win, it'll be tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be today.
I think they're going to win today. So we'll see what happens. That's the Cubs and the Nationals. Now, St. Louis, Cincinnati. This should be an easy brainer, but again, we were both proven wrong. Daryl?
I ain't giving up yet, man.
I ain't either. I ain't either, Daryl. I ain't giving up at all. Not give it up at all. So I'm with you on that one. St. Louis Cardinals, prospective teams. We have St. Louis winning today's game 2, and Daryl has the Washington Nationals winning game 2, and I have the Chicago Cubs winning game 2. Then your predictions for the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. All right. Headlines, MLB, NFL, NBA. Daryl, it is yours, pimp.
Of course it is. So, here are your headlines for the sports world of NBA, NFL, and MLB for August 5th, 2017. For the NBA side, this was very interesting to say. Doc Rivers has been relieved of his front office duties, but still remains the coach for the LA Clippers.
That is odd. Usually they just get rid of him overall.
I thought the same thing. I didn't want to say it, but you said it for me. So I agree to that. They need to go on and just get rid of him.
No kidding. Yeah.
And Lawrence Frank replaced him in the front office.
I have not heard that name in years.
There's a reason for that. He's garbage. So,
I ain't heard that name. And matter of fact, I haven't heard that name since the New Jersey Nets.
Mm-hmm. My coffee ain't kicked in yet, so that's why I'm talking kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about this, Darren? John Wall has made a statement saying he wants to play his entire career with the Washington Wizards.
Dedication.
Think it's been proven so far? It has been.
Yeah, it has.
You know, you could be a Paul George with like lack of frustration, not getting into the playoffs.
I mean, they get into the playoffs.
Whining and crying and boo-hooing, and that's a lot more I want to say.
But I mean, usually, like I always say it, the ones that say what they say usually means the opposite. So it may not be true. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Andre Drummond, he vows to bounce back next season. The only thing that you need to be bouncing back from is those damn free throws.
No kidding.
You're garbage when it comes to them free throws.
Yeah, you got to be able, if you're going to attack the paint, you're going to need to be able to shoot free throws. You got to get to that point.
Dirk Nowitzki needs to be showing them a thing or two.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the San Antonio Spurs has officially re-signed Patty Mills to a new contract.
Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations to him. Moving on to the NFL side. Surgery has been an option for Tannehill's knee injury.
Again, bad news.
So, with that being said, Jay Cutler's reps and the Dolphins have talked about a contract.
Mm-hmm.
So, this don't look good.
Nope. I said it. This season done.
Well, I was the one that said that they ain't gonna make the playoffs anyway. So
we'll see.
Trevor Siemian, Denver Broncos quarterback, has moved past Paxton Lynch in the quarterback contest. Ouch. Mike Tomlin signs an extension through 2020. And that is it for that. I have absolutely nothing for MLB. So there you have it. Except the fact that Murphy smashes 2 home runs with the Nationals and beat the Cubs. So
put them on blast, why don't you?
Why not? I said they wasn't going to win the game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it out there.
Okay.
All right. Your headlines. Okay. And final thoughts, Darren? You got anything for us?
I'm hoping to have our records sheet done for the NFL season that's upcoming. When I have it done, I'm hoping to have it updated, more decent and cleaned up and organized, and hopefully we can
keeping up with it every week too and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hopefully, I could do less work. The work that I'm putting in now, hopefully, to kind of be less when it comes down to the NFL season, because I have formulas to kind of do everything. So I'm still creating that system. So hopefully that will be done by hopefully by the NFL season. I'm hoping the next NFL season we can do our own little fantasy because I want to build something off of that too.
Me too.
So,
yeah, I agree to that.
I want to build my own and not actually do one, but actually build our own, test it out, see how it works.
And
hopefully that would be something that I want to do from there.
But wouldn't that take a little bit more work though?
Kinda. It just I learned some things yesterday while trying to research how to do the other part of what I was doing with the whole records thing.
Yeah.
I stumbled across something that could help me save a lot of time. It might take a ton more extra clicks and putting it together, but once everything is together, I can actually,
make it work.
Make it work.
Yeah, you can make that work.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping to get that build very soon and test it out and go from there.
So are you actually kind of looking forward to this NFL season? Okay, so in the aspect of the podcast, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
But actually
being
there? No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I can't hold a deal to actually just be there. So what? Give it about 3 days. It'll be 11.
Something like that. I have no idea. You talking about for the start of the NFL season?
No, our years of being there.
Oh, 11.
Is it 4 days away?
No. Well, technically, in that sense, yes. But they're talking about the 16th being our first day. But I say the 9th because that's what our higher date was originally for. Yeah. But our first event went until the 16th. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the actual August 9th. Is 4 days.
Me too. So, yeah. All right. Anything else? We can go ahead and get up on out of here and
do it.
Do our best second part of being us.
Gaming
time. Gaming time. All right. That is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, you can just give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show? You just comment on the comment section below. As usual, we are here. We also got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just hit us up there too. We'll reply in the best way we can. We're here as usual. But until then, I'm Daryl. Daryl's on the opposite side.
Yep.
All right. Catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then,
ciao.
Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.